It was a mission.
Thursday, February the 8th.
Of year, like, what is it, 4,612 or
As
something
long as
like
you're
that?
keeping track, yeah.
No, but did you know that the Thai calendar
I think
year
it's
is like-
2,560 or 61, something like that.
which is actually my niece's 9th birthday. Happy birthday, Osha.
Happy birthday, Osha.
Love you. Bicycled from Bangkok down to Koh Lanta. It was about 750 kilometers in like the past 6 days.
That's right, yeah.
So now my butt is like really shaved. And to top it off, I just had a shower and I got stung or bit by a spider or a wasp or something.
So we sort of followed these trails around until we found out that the best thing to do was just go there and talk to the fishermen guys, which we were in the process of doing when you arrived.
And I arrived, and the first thing I did is told them everything that they did wrong. Like the asshole that I am. No, but because I've done so much of this like non-motorized stuff, I sort of forget, like I have some intel into like how you can approach it and how sometimes it helps to let people know a little amount as possible, because everybody, and I should have told you guys this. People are always going to say it's impossible, or that you're nuts, or that you shouldn't do it, or that it can't be done. And especially if you get like authority people involved, then they'll absolutely say no to start. But also even people like sailormen, they usually like have some great intel, but they also like would never do something like what I was doing. So they might think that it's like a bad idea or that it can't be done.
The last guy we spoke to today said, well, we explained that you've been doing this for 2.5 years and you came from Canada, and he said, did you lose a game show?
Did I lose a game show?
That was pretty good.
I'm in the game show.
So yeah, you're right. They didn't understand it.
I know, like you guys were in the midst of potentially finding a boat, but then they were like, oh no boat. And then they like got us a boat, and they had a big motor on it. And they're like, no, we want to paddle. And finally, eventually, they came around to figuring it out, and we paid them probably 2 days' wage to get across.
Absolutely, and for them that was a good
No, the
deal.
old man walked away with a big smile.
Oh yeah, they were
kept
stoked.
coming and going, but
So in the end, they like one of the old guys you talked to had a boat, had oars. After a bit of a struggle and haggle, they wanted 1,000. They're giving it to us for 800. We're gonna row across to Koh Lanta.
Okay.
Thank you, Tannis. So originally there was talk about bringing a kayak over or a surfboard over.
Yes.
or a unicorn.
Or a unicorn or a floaty thing, or me, worst case scenario, potentially swimming.
Yes.
It was like mangrovey swamp area, and I was actually thinking there might not be alligators around.
Oh, really?
It's nobody said that you should get in that water. Everybody said to definitely kayak across.
But that's because they're afraid of
But
being in
Neil's
the
not
water.
afraid of stuff. You should.
Well,
once
no,
you
but
see
he
him-
deals with tourists all the time, right?
See. But we
So-
told him who you were. We told him that you sailed across the ocean by yourself.
And he still was like, he shouldn't do it.
He was like, he should be in a kayak. If he goes on an SUPed, which is a stand-up paddleboard, I've learned, sucked out into the Andaman Sea. And I was like, well, that's kind of
well,
awesome
he just
because
doesn't know. Like,
we're right
because
here.
he probably doesn't paddleboard.
But he rents them for a living. I don't know. We believed him.
Yeah, I paddleboarded from Vancouver to Vancouver Island, which is like 55 kilometers.
Open Pacific.
That's 2 kilometers.
Whatever. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And it didn't happen for other reasons.
So, I mean, yeah, I get that there could be a really strong current. Gonna take that into it. And that's slack tide, not an
It
issue.
wasn't just that, but it was then taxi the board up to you, and then you take it, and then taxi the board back. And as far as like money and fuel and all of the things that we're trying to be conscientious about.
I think we found the easiest
Yeah, we
solution,
figured
easiest and fastest.
We wanted just one-way boat would have been ideal, but that's not so.
Yeah, that worked out. That worked out great. This kind gentleman here has helped me out with his boat, and I'm rowing across to Koh Lanta.
Koh Lanta.
It's been a while since I was rowing. The last time I rowed was from Canada to the United States. This thing is, as you can see, a bit awkward, but I only have to go about 2 kilometers. There's the ferry where most people go. I rowed.
Directly in front of a ferry. We noticed.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's ferries were moving super slow, so it wasn't
Yeah.
hard to get out of the way. I mean, the oars were really horrible, and they were like mounted pretty badly, so I got some blisters. It was
Looked
really
hard.
awkward, like
Yeah.
super long, weird oars.
We're almost there. Almost made it across. Whew, it's hot. It is hot out here.
Here he is now.
It's very hot.
Our captain.
Yeah, that worked out. That worked out great.
Welcome. Ahoy hoy.
And we made it. We made it. All of us. There's Tannis and Joel.
Got across, no problem. I'm definitely looking forward to a rest, chilling out, not moving very far.
Little butt break.
Butt break, beach break, surf. This is also the first time in my life that I've ever been on the Indian Ocean. It's the Andaman Sea, Indian Ocean.
But yeah, here the concept of no motor is not well understood.
Yeah, as with like pretty much everywhere, the concept of traveling or getting places with no motor is not understood anymore, really. Even in North America and Canada, like I was lucky to be able to paddle, to row. I rowed a boat from Canada to the US. I was lucky that the authorities allowed it. No big issue, but somebody in authority could have easily said, no, this is an international shipping lane, you can't do it.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, in Hong Kong, it was very well developed, and people are out paddling and kayaking everywhere. But I can't get to the border with no motor. I had to sail to Macau instead. It's funny, like how quickly we've just come to think that you have to use a motor.
No, and you crossed in almost exactly the same amount of time as it took our ferry to load, unload, and cross. You were there.
And you got to think that they're missing out on a potential fun tourist thing. Like I'm sure a lot of people who get on that ferry would be much more into being rowed across as like a fun little let's go in the rowboat.
Especially with children, if you've
You
been
know?
driving all day. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like
Well,
today I also bicycled 90 kilometers,
Little
rode
ride.
a couple of kilometers, and then bicycled again.
Did you see the carrots? Did you see
10
the guy
kilometers? I saw those carrots.
dodging carrots on the
Those
road?
carrots looked tasty.
And again, when you were biking with us, we were on the moto, but you were between 30 and 80K the whole time, right? More or less?
Well, yeah,
That's-
down the
that's a
bridge
stretch.
was...
Down the
80K.
bridge? Down the bridge, we
Down
were
the bridge
going
you
really
went up
quickly.
to like 60, 70.
Yeah.
Well, we passed him at 80. Okay.
Yeah.
Between 30 and 80K, I think is very generous.
I'm generous.
I would have been here a couple days ago if I was averaging that. But yeah.
But that was a short ride. But
That was a
anyway,
short
I
ride.
mean, that's the thing you're thinking.
Yeah, bicycles are super efficient.
Yeah.
They go fast.
Yeah. Wow.
I got my glove tan.
This is nice.
And now you got time
Looking
to
very
work on
nice.
a complete
Leg
sunburn on your
tan.
head.
Yeah. We're just happy to be here with you again.
I am
Second time
super happy.
Yeah,
bonus.
feels
Yeah.
great to see you again here. Unexpected a little
in an
bit.
island.
I really love your haircut.
First thing you noticed.
I love your sunburn.
Take a look at my sunburn. Can you see that? You get a better, closer shot.
Maybe even put a little color on those bad boys.
Yeah, is there anywhere we can bathe nude around here? Is skinny dipping allowed, or is...
Yeah, I think that
Will they-
most things are allowed in this particular area.
Hey, it's her turn.
Hey.
Peace.
Peace, everybody.
Or-
Menos motos.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Woo! Thank you.